Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play NBA. Warum habe ich denn eigentlich die Kopfhörer auf? Warte mal, wie ging die aus? Also, herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge NBA 2K18. Und was wir heute zu erleben, das seht ihr jetzt gleich. Ich weiß gar nicht, ob jetzt direkt ein Spiel kommt. Das werden wir jetzt gleich mal austesten. Wir gehen jetzt erstmal ganz normal ins Training. Und wenn da nichts Besonderes ist, dann sehen wir uns zur Halbzeit wieder. Wir schauen aber mal sicherheitshalber. Nicht, dass wir da wieder irgendwas Storymäßiges verpassen. Das wäre irgendwie voll uncool. Und es lädt und lädt und lädt. Na, das sieht nach ganz normalem Training aus. Das würde ich sagen, hören wir uns zur Halbzeit. Ich wünsche euch ganz viel Spaß beim Spiel.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Tonight, a chance to check out DJ and see what he can do on the floor. Guys, we all know the story of why he got the nickname DJ. With that said, what do you think of it?
Well, I'm the expert analyst on nicknames since I've had close to 30 in my lifetime. I graded his nickname to be B+.
What kept it from being an A-?
He needs a little more flavor.
All right, Kenny?
Well, not all nicknames have to be flashy, but he's the disc jockey. He's the one in control. So that's why I called him the DJ, because he's the one in control of all the music, and he gets the party started right. Get that party started right, Shaq. Get it right. He's the DJ. Hey, DJ's in the house.
What up, Sam?
There he is, DJ Bucky's. Boy, you been eating that quinoa I told you about, huh?
Yeah, I tried it.
Uh-huh. God, what I wouldn't do for a husband.
The Star Spangled Banner, sung by musical artist Linda Lynn.
Welcome, everyone, to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. They are coming off a terrific win last night. And that result, guys, was a real shocker. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
And before we get underway here, let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Steve Clifford.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent. They come at you in multiple ways, depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's pretty tall order. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. And it's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for 10.
Natural, right.
Oh, yeah, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have three things at that point, Kevin. One, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. Two, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
And the Clippers starting five. Gallinari, the three with Griffin at the four. Austin Rivers is out there with Patrick Beverley. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And Beverley kicks to Jordan. Pops it up for Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
Outside Williams, the dish to Land. Pass to Howard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And Dwight Howard, the first pick overall in the 2004 draft. At his peak, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 3 consecutive seasons. And Brent, he's the only one.
I think you have to at some point just realize what it is that Dwight Howard has been for the length of his career. A lot of people had tremendous expectations that he was going to dominate offensively. It's just not been the case. He has led the league in rebounding 6 times. He's been an 8-time All-Star and will probably end up being in the Hall of Fame.
So he can't get either to fall. And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. But in a surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta. A team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
Here's Walker. Gallinari making his last shot. Walker goes in. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play. One of the ways to get a great look from the three-point line is when you're on a fast break. The defense simply lost him.
Williams with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here's Rivers. Short. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. against Beverly. Picked by Williams. Over in the corner, Lamb. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the middle. Outside for Griffin. Beverly against Walker. Beverly dishes to Griffin. Goes back up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And you don't see it quite as often anymore, but if you give Blake Griffin some space, Brent, and a path to the hoop, he'll put you on a poster. And whatever other social media you've got, and I know you've got a lot.
Yeah, log in, Kevin, and you'll see some Blake Griffin highlight plays. And it does seem like he needs a little bit more room to get to that burst. But that's a guy who's a veteran. That's a guy who's understanding his game a little bit better and still finding ways to be effective.
And the first one drops. And for the Clippers, they have had some success certainly over the last decade. Still, Brent, it's always going to be a battle for this team to fight for the love of the city of Los Angeles against the Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I just feel like that's never going to happen. It's a Laker town in Los Angeles, and even over the course of the past few seasons where the Clippers have had more wins and more success and more deeper runs into the playoffs, the Lakers still run the town.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
Well, Griffin every night is a double-double threat.
Hornets trail by 6. Screen by Howard. Off the screen. Good as the jump shot falls. Walker's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it. Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Teodosic. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Monk. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Kaminsky. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving the ball around. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Griffin. Gallinari outside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, for his whole career, Gallinari has been viewed as a small forward, but Brent, every so often he'll find minutes at the 4, and with the way the NBA is going, I wouldn't be surprised to see him more often there than not.
Well, if he does transition, Kevin, to the 4 spot for Gallinari, the question is, who is it that he's defending on the other side? If it's a quick 4-man that has the same kind of range and can put the ball on the deck, that becomes a tough matchup for Gallinari. But certainly his ability to shoot the ball will provide space for other wing players.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for the Hornets. And then for Los Angeles, Willie Reed, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Montrezl Harrell in for Blake Griffin. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Howard dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Screen by Howard. Feeds it to Monk. Kaminsky kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Monk. Howard in the post. Reed covering. A shot. And it's Monk that time on the assist by Howard.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
Reed the pass to Williams. It's stolen by Monk. Over Williams. And it comes off the front of the rim. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4, and the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And here's DJ speaking on the guidance he's received from Shammy Wells.
Well, more than anything this season, Shammy's been a real mentor. Ever since I first stepped foot in training camp, Shammy claimed me as his rook, and he's been teaching me the ropes ever since. I mean, yeah, he likes to have fun with it, but I really feel like he offers a unique perspective in the league, and I've learned a lot from him since. So, Shammy, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
You get the feeling that Shammy Wells has matured also from their relationship.
Yeah, if you asked which player on this team would take DJ under their wing, one of the last answers you'd get would be Shammy Wells. But it seems like he's turned over a new leaf.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebound.
Yeah, jumping out to a lead largely because they did the hard work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Charlotte, Kaminsky and Howard, the tall front line. Carter Williams is out there with Monk, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3. Brent, 15th overall is where you were drafted, right in the middle of the first round. A very nice place to be. Talk about the nerves waiting for your name to be finally called by the commissioner on that podium.
Well, Kevin, I wasn't nervous, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I was nervous, and it was more about the captain landing the plane. You and I have shared this story, and I'll share it with you again. During that draft, I was actually on an airplane and did not see one moment of the NBA draft in 1996. So my biggest nerves were that the pilot was going to bring the plane down safely, and then I watched the draft on VCR about 2 hours later.
No kidding.
That's the truth.
Wow.
So the best part about that, Kevin, I'll tell you this, is the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the first pick. We could fast forward that, or the second, or the third, and we got to that 15th pick, and what an honor to have my name called in the first round of the NBA draft.
An honor indeed. Count that one.
Just a great attack mentality. Got right through the defense to finish strong inside.
The Clippers in the lead. DJ kicks to Harrell. Taken away by Williams. And a wide open look for Lamb. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
The pass to Wells. Dishes to DJ. The feed to Decker. He kicks to DJ. Passes it to Wells. Sinks the three-pointer. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's why guys love lining up to play with DJ. Keep moving. Get open. He'll find you. Sensational feed.
Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by DJ. No problems knocking that one down. The Tombs got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Charlotte making a switch here. Walker's checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Willie Reed. Blake Griffin comes in for Montrezl Harrell. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Wells. And it's Patrick Beverly in for DJ.
And looking at this Charlotte roster, really the strength of it is their perimeter play. A good collection of dynamic playmakers and shooters from that point guard to small forward position. They are the bulk of this team's offensive threat.
Walker dishes to Batum. And stolen by Jordan. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Beverly. It's stolen by Lamb. Over Rivers. Second chance effort. And Williams with the layup. Williams has got 5.
Bucket earned, out muscling and out hustling everybody for the rebound.
Rivers gets to Decker. Griffin inside. He's against Williams. That shot by Griffin, no good. Greg, the Hornets were strong outside, but weak inside. I guess they've addressed that weakness, going for Dwight Howard.
Yeah, they went out and got what they felt could be an anchor on that front line. And listen, he's going to provide that rim presence that they lacked a season ago. The question is, can he also give them some punch offensively?
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for the Hornets. Monk comes in for Lamb. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Kicks it to Kaminsky. In the corner, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. Goes back up. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Rivers. The shot by Monk is no good. Down low. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Walker against Beverly. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
Well, the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
So he gets them both.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Griffin. Pass to Teodosic. On the wing, Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. A nice shot by Jordan.
Well, there is such a thing as this, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan just too long. Does not pay the defense any mind with those kind of shots.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Howard with a screen on Williams. Monk gets to Walker. In the corner, it's Kidd-Gilchrist. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck. Here's Griffin. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. And that's now 6 points for Blake Griffin. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Clippers lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.
Ja, zu David Aldridge geht's gleich. Richtig spannende Spiele. Wieder sehr, sehr knapp. Nur 2 Punkte Vorsprung und die nur, weil wir in der letzten Sekunde nochmal einen schönen Fastbreak gelaufen sind. Also momentan gleich starke Mannschaften. Wird spannend in der zweiten Hälfte, wer am Ende dann die stärkste Mannschaft sein wird. Zu meiner Einsatzzeit einen sehr, sehr schönen Assist gespielt. In der Verteidigung eigentlich auch ganz gut gespielt. Der eine Turnover, der war ein bisschen unnötig, war auch ziemlich knapp. Der Ball wäre fast angekommen und dann wäre er sicher drin gewesen, wäre es der zweite Assist gewesen. Aber gut, so ist das eben beim Basketball, so schnell kann es gehen. Ich hoffe in der zweiten Hälfte natürlich auf noch ein bisschen Einsatzzeit und gebe jetzt ab an die Seitenlinie zu David Aldridge. David, bitte.
David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
And you know he's going to come out aggressive, and you do what you can to slow him down, and thus far it hadn't worked because he's been amazing.
Even though we expect this kind of stuff from him night after night, it doesn't make it any less extraordinary to watch it in person.
So for the Clippers right now, Griffin and Jordan, the front court. Austin Rivers is out there with Patrick Beverly, and it's Gallinari in at small forward. And Brent, even though it might be somewhat counterintuitive, the numbers show that up-tempo styles are fairly high in efficiency. That may surprise some people. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think what gives in that scenario, Kevin, is it's so hard to scramble back with teams that are operating in the first 6 or 7 seconds of the shot clock to cover the three-point line. All of a sudden, you're running out to guys and opening up space in the interior. That's going to open up drive opportunities to the lane and easy layups. And where you see that most are big men who are getting taken advantage of by running back into the paint. Those threes are worth more than 2. That math class pays off.
It does. I can tell. They get it back. Here's Beverly. And too long on the shot.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Lamb. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Howard kicks to Batum. Pick by Williams. They set the pick. Here's Walker with the three. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Batum against Gallinari. Here's Griffin. That's good from 17 feet away. Griffin's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light them up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Now here's Walker. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
And here's Beverly. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Here's Griffin. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got 12 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And last season, Greg, one big issue for the Hornets was their bench.
And Charlotte tried their best to address that issue this past offseason. It just goes to show that you need to have a complete roster to compete. A lot of games were given away by the Hornets last year by losing ground when the starters left the court. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Howard, the pass to Lamb. He dishes it to Williams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Marvin Williams, for a long while, had been viewed as a tweener. You know, a player who is stuck somewhere, Greg, between the small and power forward positions.
Yeah, for a lot of players, that is plenty to get you minutes. I mean, Williams has improved on his defense here later in his career, and he shot more threes, and it's really become a weapon for him over the course of his career.
And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful career in the NBA.
And so here are the Clippers, following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Teodosic. Carter Williams kicks to Monk. Williams with the ball. Harrell on him. The dish now to Monk. Williams, a screen on Williams. Monk, the pass to Williams. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Williams dishes to Carter Williams. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Wells. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Wells has got 5 now.
And Wells has such a quick release. He's ready to pull as soon as the ball hits his hand.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pick by Williams. Here's Monk. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
Feeds to Williams. Harrell setting the pick for Williams. And the 3 ball is good. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, as you heard, wanting to make a big push here.
I think he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on run.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. MKG and Williams are the forwards. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Hornets 5. Now here's Wells. Here's Teodosic. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck. LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Teodosic. He feeds it to Griffin. Williams with the block. Now Walker. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. From the arc. Williams can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 4. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And how about Wells there with the pull-up? I just love the rhythm with which he shoots the basketball off the dribble.
Kaminsky kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Dishes it to Walker. Walker with the screen for Monk. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
No coverage that time. 14 points for Blake Griffin.
one of the spots where Griffin has done most of his work, squaring up and then knocking down that mid-range jumper with tremendous consistency.
Now here's Kaminsky. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Walker. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got his third rebound on the night. Outside Williams. There's the pass to Teodosic. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Walker kicks to Monk. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. There's a screen. Walker with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Again, the miss by Walker. Clippers leading by 6. Oh, Griffin in position. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
That's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Some changes for Charlotte. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Monk. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Alinari comes in for Wells. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Teodosic. Shot's good by Walker.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
No question, it looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And here's Beverly. Kemba Walker getting his 3 to go. Jordan with the screen on Walker. Here's Griffin. Again, Griffin missing.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really effective.
Walker in the corner. Over Beverly. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's now only a 1-point Los Angeles lead. Alinari outside. Jordan the screen, and there's the feed to Beverly. Los Angeles with another miss. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
He had opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
It's good on the putback.
And with time winding down, this team feels comfortable having the ball in Howard's hands. He just has a great feel for these moments and how to score the ball.
Jordan the screen. Gallinari kicks to Griffin. Gets a hand on it, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Now here's Lamb. Screen by Howard. And a wide open look for Walker on the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Connects.
Well, that is NBA level right there.
No doubt, professional move all the way, puts the team on his back when it matters most.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Screen by Howard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Not sure, maybe the pressure of the moment got to him there. A really careless error that might ultimately cost the team.
15 seconds left in the fourth. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So it's the Clippers now. It's a 3-point game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Two shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Williams can't get it to go.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. Can they get it? Off target with that shot. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy. This as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports team. We'll see you
Das war ja nochmal richtig spannend am Ende. Aber dann die Hornets mit zu vielen Fehlern. Ich hätte es ein bisschen anders als sie gespielt, muss ich ehrlich sagen. Mit meiner Spielleistung bin ich so lala zufrieden. Der Turnover war überflüssig.
Oh, hungry too, to be honest with you.
Hey, I am too.
That's something new, though. Hey, what about Italian?
Nah, that's too heavy. What about some Korean barbecue?
So Italian's too heavy, but you want barbecue?
Korean barbecue.
What's the difference?
You gotta cook the meat yourself on a little grill, and then they also give you cabbage.
So why would I pay to do the work?
What about soul food?
Now you're talking, boo-boo.
Hey, fellas, can I talk to you before you head in town? Hey, look, we got a brutal stretch coming up against some really good teams. No complacency. Let's get ahead and stay ahead. If we fall behind now, we'll be swimming upriver for the rest of the season. Cool? Cool? You fellas enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Danke, Coach. Gib mir lieber mal ein bisschen mehr Spielzeit.
YOLO.
Yeah. So you wanna get some sushi?
Y'all didn't just see him do YOLO? Who still says YOLO?
Und für heute soll es das gewesen sein. Denkt dran, ihr könnt wieder tippen für das Spiel morgen. Da wünsche ich euch jetzt schon viel Glück, dass ihr da Punkte einfahrt für unser Giveaway-Spiel. Die genauen Regeln und so weiter lest ihr alles in der Videobeschreibung. Genauso wie in der Videobeschreibung einen Link findet, wenn euch NBA 2K18 gefällt und ihr es kaufen wollt. Auch dafür findet ihr einen Link in der Videobeschreibung. Auch die Playlist zu NBA 2K17 findet ihr dort, falls ihr die beiden Spiele einfach nochmal vergleichen wollt. Wenn euch dieses Video gefallen hat, dann lasst einen Daumen hoch da, würden wir uns sehr drüber freuen. Ihr dürft auch sehr gerne kommentieren und ja, wenn ihr das noch nicht abonniert habt, dann abonniert es doch einfach. Das müsst ihr eh tun, wenn ihr das Giveaway haben wollt. Und vergesst dann aber auch nicht, die kleine Glocke neben dem Abonnieren-Button zu drücken, denn nur dann werdet ihr immer auf dem Laufenden gehalten, wenn bei uns neue Videos erscheinen. Und da gibt es ja so einige, ne? Im Abspann könnt ihr jetzt auf die linke Seite des Bildschirms klicken für Tipps aus dem Kanal. Auf die rechte Seite des Bildschirms könnt ihr klicken für nochmal alle Folgen NBA 2K18 und damit direkt auf uns abonnieren. Und ich sage für heute Tschüss, wir sehen uns morgen wieder. Bis dann.